Hi, everyone. Hello. Hope you're all doing well tonight. For those of you who are new, we get right to it on this channel, and I name check at the end. So if you want me to give you a shout out at the end, just stick around and I'll do that. That's it. All right. Glad you're here too, Betty. Okay. Does Rudy Giuliani have a pocket pardon from Trump? I just heard no. Nope. That was easy. Nope. What's the real reason gas prices are high, and will they come back down? So they're showing me Putin and MBS, like the Saudi Arabia guy, MBS, I think that's his name, right? They're showing me them shaking hands. You guys may know what this is, but I'm not sure what this is, but they're showing them like in cahoots and of some kind. And I don't know if this is I don't know what this is. So that's what I'm getting, something about the two of them. I shared frame. And it feels like under wraps or undercover, like under the table, that kind of thing. Taylor's saying that he wants Biden out and the other administration back. Well, the other administration's not coming back, but he can want that if he wants to. But yeah, so it's something with them. I don't know. I do actually kind of feel like we'll understand it. Like at some point we'll kind of get I feel like there are people that know now, but I feel like we haven't been told or, there's movement behind the scenes, I feel like, about this, and they know this, but I feel like it's just not known. Like it hasn't come out publicly, but people know. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Oh, when will they come back? Will they come back down, or when? I'm hearing around the end of September. So I guess in the fall. It feels like things are just like more economy wise, it just feels like things are a little more calm. Like there's just more and so I heard stock the shelves. So I feel like the stocking stuff, like the stuff that hasn't been there, will kind of be there. So maybe baby formula, things like that have been kind of slow, or we've had issues with, will be there again. But it feels like the end of September. or around September. Okay, so they will go back down, but yeah. What's the deal with UFOs? Will the government ever tell us the truth? Or are they, and there's nothing there? Okay. So I'm hearing speculate, and I'm seeing people like around like a monitor, kind of like crowded around a monitor. So I feel like they've all, it's something they're still like watching, but what to me it feels like they're more intensely watching now, or they're more intensely involved in this now, because they know some things, but they don't know enough. I feel like things that they're speculating. So they think they know things, or they kind of, but they don't really have, to me, it feels like they don't have like actual proof, but they're kind of like speculating. And I think that if they put it out there with what they think, that it will, they don't want to like scare people or panic people, or I feel like they're kind of like holding back because they don't want to, they don't know enough to be like, this is what this is, and don't worry about it, because this, I feel like they if they put out what they know, it would be too alarming because they don't know enough about it. And for you and I, we probably would not be alarmed. We'd just be like, oh yeah, there's, whatever, there's, we kind of talk about those things, but people that don't ever think about that, or think there's absolutely no way there's anything out there, they might be freaked out. And so I feel like all they have right now is kind of an idea, but they don't have concrete proof of actually what they think they know. So it's like they're waiting, they're intensely watching. And I feel like there's a lot of cooperation right now to like look at this stuff and look into it, and it feels like they're getting like drips and drabs. So I feel like it's coming in. I feel like the information is controlled somehow. So I feel like they're getting little bits and pieces as they can digest it and handle it. If that makes sense. Yeah, and I was going to let you guys know that I talked to Lori from Way of Positive Change, and actually we're emailing right now, and I'm going to get her on to talk about money stuff. So you guys can ask her all the money stuff, real estate stuff, everything about money, because that's kind of her bag. So we haven't set a date yet, but I emailed her and she emailed back, so it's all good. Okay. What do you see about the drought in California and Western U.S.? So I feel like it might be 2 or a couple of years. It feels like a couple of years that will kind of be in drought mode. And then I feel like things get better for whatever reason. I'm hearing the song, well, it's a preschool song, that rain, rain, go away, come again another day. So I feel like it will, at some point, it's going to rain and rain and rain and rain and rain and rain. And we'll be like, okay. So the drought will it's almost like the drought will break, like there'll be a break in the drought. But it feels a couple years. It feels like we're going to kind of be in drought mode, like go back to like having to ask for water at a restaurant and, only flush the toilet, blah, 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 those kinds of like rules, water, only water your grass once a week or whatever it is, stuff like that. I feel like, so a couple of years, it'll be a couple of years. And I feel like we'll just kind of be in that mode for a while, and then it will lift. So yeah, at least that's what I get. So yes, turn off the faucet. Will Queenie step down after her Palladium Jubilee, or will she only stop when she drops? Okay. I watched a little bit of that today, and I thought that Camilla and Charles looked so happy, and I was just thinking that they looked very, very happy and kind of relaxed and stuff. So and I think how sad that, I don't know, the whole, with Diana and everything that all had to take place because of the, the royal duty. So anyway, but they did look very, very happy. And so I thought Kate looked really nice and looked very, very happy as well. She was enjoying her children. Okay, so yeah, the Queen she looked happy, but she looked frail today. It will be a phasing out of her duties. So I feel like already like she's phasing herself out of the picture. She doesn't, and this is no disrespect to the Queen Mum, but she doesn't want to become the Queen Mum. She has, to me, it feels like she's a little bit like, I don't want to have nothing to do. And I don't want to, I think the Queen Mum was, we all know she was a drinker. She was a heavy drinker, but I think that she was maybe had a bit of a tendency towards maybe being depressed or something. But I kind of feel like she doesn't want to be that. It's like, I don't want to be, so she may do as much as she can until she drops, but I feel like she is phasing her duties out right now. I'm stuck, and maybe because she's stuck, maybe she doesn't know, but I kind of feel like she'll be queen, like she'll be called, she'll still be like kind of, she'll just do less and less, but she'll still be like the role of queen. I always thought if Charles is the king, it's for a very short time. It's not very long. And I don't know why that is, but I just felt like it's just not very long. Or else she skips right over him and goes to William. But I feel like she's kind of spreading out the duties right now, and she's kind of phasing herself out, and that will just continue. She doesn't, yeah, there's some fear there. There's some ego there and some fear about letting this go. I think she's done it so long, she doesn't know who she is without being queen. She doesn't know. And I think what she does know, she didn't, whatever happened to the Queen Mum, she didn't like seeing what that was. So she doesn't want to be that. And she doesn't really know who she is without it. So I think she'll hang on as long as she can. If she does let go, it'll be because she absolutely has to, like health-wise or mind-wise or whatever. She's having to do it. So that's what I think. Okay. Labour won the Australian election last week. Do you see anything related to this? We're going to start seeing this more. Macron won, Labour won here, and it's the pendulum, right? They're showing the pendulum swinging, like it's swinging back the other way. Okay. Swing back the other way. So, and part of it is the United States. They don't, people are watching what's happening here because we're usually in the spotlight. America usually is in the spotlight when it comes to what's going on in this country, and people don't like the things they're hearing about the extremism here. They don't want that in their own country. And I think where they've seen it rise up a little bit, it makes them nervous. We aren't the envy of the world right now. We have a lot of issues that we're trying to figure out. And I think people don't want to add extremism and white supremacy where they don't have to. And so I feel like people are kind of learning from watching what's happening here. So anything related to that there's going to be more of this. We're going to see this more. Yeah. Sources from Britain's MI6 are claiming Putin is dead. Oh. Is Putin putting us on and a body double? Full disclosure, fake Putin says he's the real Putin, but then he wouldn't he? Yes, he would. That's exactly what fake Putin would say. Okay. Putin is dead. I just heard nearly. So the time is coming, like it's near. For entertainment purposes only, by the way. all of this. It could be comatose, but I kind of feel like it's just how things are progressing, in like physically how things are progressing. I feel like lots of stuff is going to come out when he's gone. Related to like our country. Interesting. So I'm not getting that. I just heard nearly, and I just feel like things are progressing more quickly than they anticipated or he anticipated. So, and for months now, I've been getting that every time I look at him, he's dying. He's dying every time I look at him. So, this has been, I think that he's known what's been, that something's wrong for a while. That he's, whatever health issues he has, he's known for some time, and it's progressing, more quickly. And I think it's exacerbated by stress. I think he's done it to himself. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I got. I don't get a fake Putin yet. Maybe there'll be one soon, but not yet. So Chris was asking about surgery. I think that it actually made things a bit worse. I don't think it was on purpose though, but I do think it made things worse somehow. Even if it just weakened him or whatever, it just feels like, it just feels like it wasn't a good thing to do. So, will the televised January 6th commission hearings change anybody's mind in the U.S.? Will people be prosecuted? Okay. There will be prosecutions. There will be people indicted. It's not by the commission, but it will happen after. So I feel like the country's going to be riveted, and I feel like I'm seeing people like in front of their TVs, like waiting. And I feel like it's going to be carried like all over. So I feel like even like Fox. And I do feel like it will, people that are completely entrenched, people, those really, really far right, sect, they may not be swayed or moved, but the people, I feel like how they've done it, and we'll have to see, but it feels like how they've done it is they've painted a really compelling, fascinating story. It's like they've almost done it like it almost feels like cinematic in a way. So I'm wondering if they're going to use clips and people speaking, like maybe interviews or something. But I feel like they've done it in a way that's kind of entertaining. In a way, I mean, that sounds bad, but it's compelling. It's like and very easy to understand. I feel like they've made it very simple, easy to understand, even though they're saying it's a complicated story, but they've made it very easy to understand and very simple, and they've made it very watchable, like almost like, I want to say it's cinematic or like a movie. It's very compelling and interesting to watch. It's not like boring, or kind of where, like with the impeachment, where it's just like one person talking the whole time, and you could see people, if they didn't quite get it, they would drift off and not really, it's not like that. It's like they've really taken the time to make this very, very compelling to watch. And I feel like there's going to be a couple of say shocking, but I mean, we may not be shocked, but I feel like there's going to be like a few things that are like very shocking to people. So And I feel like there might be a demand afterwards too, that something has to be done. So they may even, I don't know, it almost feels like they're moving to, I won't say pass a law, but it's something like that. It's like they're moved to do something. So Taylor, she's asking about witnesses. The way they're showing it to me, and it could just be this the way I'm picking it up, but it's like they have people that have testified. To me, it feels like they've taped them or something, and they'll play the like clip or something. It feels more like that. I don't know if they'll have live witnesses. Maybe they will. Also, but they're showing me like almost like we talked to this person and here's what they said, that kind of thing. So that's how at least I'm picking it up. It could be wrong, but that's how I'm getting it. So okay, so that's what I'm getting. It's going to be pretty incredible. It feels like it will move the people that want to understand what happened, and they want to. It's going to be pretty compelling, and it does feel like people like Republican light independents, those people will be moved. Those people will be moved. It's going to be, those hard right. They'll have some kind of excuse or some nonsense they'll make up. So we know how they work. Nothing new. Will Amber Heard let things go now the verdict has come out largely against her, or will she appeal? I feel like down the road she may do something. It kind of feels like her career stalls. She won't be able to like get things moving, and so it's almost like it almost feels like in trying to get her name out there or trying to get herself out there, she kind of does it, but I almost feel like it like doesn't work or something, or like it's too late, or it's thrown out or something, because it feels like it doesn't go anywhere. Well, thank you, Rabia. Yeah, it just feels like it kind of falls flat, but I feel like she may try. But it's desperate. It's like desperation. And her career just feels like it's stalled. It can't like get moving. So I think it's out of desperation, but I don't think it goes anywhere. She thinks very differently. She doesn't get it. It's like she's, what should happen is you take a step back and you look at, well, this is my life. What did I do? And I don't know. There's some kind of like taking stock of everything and self-reflection and that kind of thing. And she's not really capable of that, or she sees things differently. So she doesn't, she's odd. She's odd. Distorted mind. Yes, distorted. Things are distorted. She looks through looks at the world through a strange prism. She can't, she doesn't see things as other people see them. So, okay, what's in store for average Americans in terms of more shortages, price inflation, etc.? Is it all bad news? So, like I said, fall feels a little bit better for whatever reason. I do feel like things will get better. I'm hearing cycles. So there's something about this that it's part of a cycle, how the economy kind of works, I guess. And we're kind of in a different kind of cycle. So, oh, thank you, Mary. We're in a different kind of cycle. So this is part of that cycle. And so, and it will improve. I feel like there's a lot of movement. There may be even someone leaving or something, or switching or adding something or some. I feel like there's a switch in that area, the economic area. So, but I feel like there's a lot of movement that we're not aware of, and there's so compared to the last administration where he went to the bathroom and he had to the world had to know. Everything is very tightly, everything's quiet that they do, and it feels like there's movement. They're trying to fix all of these things. They're trying to work on all these things, and they're making headway. But it just feels like we're not seeing that. We're not, until stuff really changes a lot. We're not going to really see it. So it's very gradual. But I feel like fall, there's something with like the gas prices. Like I said, I feel like that will ease up, and so it's almost like we can kind of see the change coming. And it's through their hard work. They're doing the work. They're figuring this out. I don't. It bugs me when because Americans are so. It's like when I don't know if people remember where we were when Biden took office. It's like we were losing thousands of people a day to COVID, no end in sight. The economy was like full collapse. I mean, it was a shit show when he took office. And I think people forget how much he has done. And oh, you're a new member. Oh, good. We're gonna have we're gonna have fun. I actually this Sunday we're doing a mini reading session. So we're adding an extra one. So Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. I think people forget how much he had and has on his plate because of that stupid former guy that we had. But I think he's done an amazing job. And I think that the economy is overcorrecting, or in a cycle, like they said, it's some kind of cycle that economies go through. And clean up on aisle 45. No kidding, Linda. That's exactly right. He is stupid. Did I say stupid? He's stupid. So anyway, I think we need to cut him some slack and take a deep breath. And the commentators bug me because I just think they're so hard on him. And he's been, he inherited a big nightmare, not to mention the January 6th stuff and all of the stuff that came along with that and everything. It's like, it just has never stopped. We're exhausted. You can imagine how he feels. So, and then now with all the shootings and it's just, such a hard job. And he took it at such a hard time. And I think we were lucky that he did, because he has done a great job with COVID. He's done, he's trying to work on the economy. I think he's the right guy for the job. We just have to be a little bit patient. So I'll get off my soapbox now. I'm gonna go on. But it bugs me every time the commentators. I'm like, so annoying. Yes, he needs Congress to do more. Exactly. It's kind of like a Obama thing, where it's like November ballots. Place your bets time. We know the future is fungible. But what do you see currently for Democrats in November, especially given the current gun reform lines of division? Okay. So I see the same thing that I've been seeing, which is we're going to keep the House and the Senate. I think we're going to I think we might lose a seat or two in the House, but pick up a couple in the Senate. Arizona? Something with Arizona? Texas. Senate seats. I just heard Senate seats. So, I'm feeling like okay, so there might be a few senators that kind of use the gun, talking about guns to kind of rally support. So that might be and it feels like in certain places, it's not everywhere. It feels like in certain like districts or certain areas that they kind of use that as like a. I feel like Roe v. Wade is going to be talked about as well. Again, I feel like they're so out of touch with where people are right now. They're so extreme. And I think that they don't know how to pull it back. It's like they just keep going like more extreme. It's like they don't know how to pull back. And I think that the people that win are going to be like a Liz Cheney or people that are more moderate. And so I feel like it's going to kind of be a lesson for them. Like you're turning people off with all of this Trump stuff. It appeals to a certain number of people, but not enough. So I feel like people, because it just feels like they move away from it. They don't like it. And it's not that they love the Democrats. It's that they're not extreme. And they're not extreme left either. They're moderate. But it just feels like this is too much. We're moving this way. And so yeah, it's overreach. I have felt like they're not going to. I didn't know, when I kept seeing, well, it looks like we're taking the House and the Senate, but since then they've done the Roe v. Wade thing. They've done this, it's just too much. And now the whole gun thing, they won't do anything. They won't do anything. And they know 80% of the people are with them. They know that. So people don't like that. They don't like it. It's too extreme. It's too much. And the gun issue may push people, just enough people, to not vote for Republicans. It's too extreme. It's too right wing. It's just out of step, with where the country is. So Will Sherry Beasley win the North Carolina Senate race? Sherry Beasley. Is she the Democrat? Do you know, Adam, if she's the Democrat? Yeah, okay. I just heard pull out all the stops. So if she pulls out all the stops, she can win. It doesn't feel great, I have to say, but so I'm going to just leave it there. It doesn't feel great to me. It feel like, at least right now, it doesn't feel great to me, but they're saying pull out all the stops. So I feel like they need to, whatever they're not doing, they need to just do it. So yeah. Will Josh Shapiro beat Doug Mastriano in the PA governor's race? He's very smart. Plain speaking, they're saying. Plain speaking. So he's going to appeal to a lot of people. And they're showing the heart. I feel like it must be either he has a big heart or like he's on the pulse of like the place he's from, but he's doing a lot of things right. He's hitting all the right notes. So I feel like he's going to win. It feels very different than the last one. This feels very positive. And I feel very up. So I feel like he's going to win. There might be, I don't know a lot about Pennsylvania politics. There might be a little bit of cheating, a little bit. And so he might have to overcome some of that. I don't know about Pennsylvania cheating, but it seems like there's going to be a little bit of it's almost like they're showing like sleight of hand, like some so there's something about that, but I feel like he can overcome it. Yeah, so I think he's going to win. Will Mike Lee run again in Utah? I told my sister she should run against him. She's in Utah, and she was on the school board for years and years, and she was asked to run for the Senate at one point, and I'm like, you should run against Mike Lee and beat him. She could. I think she could. But yeah, because I mean, she'd be perfect because she'd be perfect because she's a Mormon, but she's a Democrat, and she's moderate. She's quite moderate, but she's definitely on board with us. She would be on our side, but she'd be a great person to run. I'll try to get her to run next time. Let me see if he's gonna run. Mike Lee run again. I feel like he will, but I I feel like he's setting his sights higher. So I don't know if he wants to run for president. He'll never be president. So just give that up. But it feels like I'm setting my sights higher. So there's a chance he could run for president, but I feel like he'll run again. It feels like, yeah, but he's like looking to. So I'm not sure. This is when it's just interpretation, because I'm seeing it like I'm setting my sights higher. So either he's setting his sights higher and he's not running again, or he's setting his sights higher, but it feels like he'll run again. It does feel like affirmative to me. It does feel like affirmative. So yeah. Will Mike DeWine, Republican governor, win in Ohio? He just signed a bill to arm school employees. Oh my God. What is wrong with these people? Okay. Yeah. Mike DeWine. So it's interesting because I feel like the competition, I don't know who's running there, the Democrat, but it's like step it up. They need to, I don't know what I don't know if they need to be more forceful or more out there or make a bigger deal of stuff. I'm not really sure, but it's like step it up. So I feel like as long as they're not, if they keep running things the way they are, then Mike DeWine will win. But I feel like it's like just there is a chance for them to win. They can do it. So step it up. Because it feels like if it were held today, they would probably lose. But I feel like there's time. And it almost feels like there may be like a little further in, there'll be some more momentum. But they need to, whoever this is, their team needs to step it up. So that's what I'm getting. If it were held today, I think he'd lose. I think the Democrat would lose, but there's a chance he can. There's still it's like they have a chance to win. So I'm just going to be hopeful and say, I hope they'll win. And they have it. I feel like they have it in their. They can do it. They need to step it up though. They need to do more than they're doing. Yeah. We hear a lot about the 2000 election being illegitimate. Oh, sorry, the 2020 election being illegitimate, but will we ever see more evidence that Trump's original win was dubious and engineered by Russia? It does feel like when Putin's gone, it does feel like more things come out. But I even feel like when Trump is gone, more like it's almost like it's almost like it's undone or something. It feels like it's like they undo it in some way almost, which is kind of interesting. Because I've always felt like they would like depart at the same time or around the same, not at exactly the same time, but around the same time with each other. And I feel like when they're both gone, it's like reversal of that. So we haven't heard the last of it. Let me just put it that way. It feels like there'll be more coming out, but I feel like it's almost like it's some stuff can't come out right now, and when they're gone, it all comes out. Exactly how everything, yeah, it all comes out. There's more. There's more. There's more to the story. Any consequences for Mark Meadows given his extensive sedition texts? Thank you, Edna. Thank you. Kind of you. Sedition. Yes. So I feel like there might be an indictment for him. It almost feels like they're working on. Oh, thank you, Lily Rose. It almost feels like they're working on it, like as we speak. I saw Rudy Giuliani too. I think he might be indicted as well. So I'm kind of feeling like he might be indicted, you guys. And he's, whenever I read on him, he always seems like a kind of a nervous guy and kind of a coward. And I feel like if he were facing, like really thought he was facing jail time, he would just spill it all, because I just feel like he doesn't have the stomach for that kind of stuff. He's just not, yeah, he would just spill it all. So I don't know if he would actually go to jail because of that reason. I think he'd just be like, I'll cooperate, I'll do anything. But I do feel like it's coming. Like I feel like if I were gonna go out on a limb, I feel like it's happening like literally while we're like they're working on it. They're working on it right now. So we'll have to see what happens, but there's something coming down on him. And to me, it almost feels like to be used like a bargaining tool. Interesting. Yeah. So Mark Meadows is about to go through some stuff, to go through some things. Okay. Yeah, he is weak. 2 more. Okay. Will the expanded child tax credit be renewed? It expired, and they're pushing for it, but it's stalled. The midterms. Okay, so I feel like it might happen after the midterms, but it feels like a lot of things are going to start to flow again after the midterms. If they get I do feel like there's going to be like some messes in the midterms. I feel like it's going to be kind of a mess. I do feel like there's going to be people doing what Trump did, kind of like it's stolen and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like it does get worked out, and it does, like, some things will go through court. It'll take a little while, but it does get sorted. So just, I don't know why that came up, but it just did. It just felt like chaos. But it will get sorted out. But it will kind of have to work through the courts, and they'll try their little, they're cheater belly eaters. They're yeah. So just be aware. But I feel like after the midterms, things that were stalled or things that were kind of halted get pushed forward, get passed, it's like the dam breaks. So I think there'll be a few things that actually go through that we've kind of been waiting for, voting rights, things like that, where it's like just the dam breaks. And part of it is just they get their ass handed to them again. Maybe a few of them even just will wake up and be like, this is not working. This is not going the way we thought. So will the GOP lose any seats in Florida? DeSantis has been working hard to read. Yeah. I actually feel like some of those, like some of the redistricting will go through court or something. I feel like it will kind of be like, I don't say unlawful, but it'll be something, I don't know. Something about that is I feel like he won't be able to do everything that he wants to do. Rights, something about rights. So so there's something about this that's not going to go exactly the way he thinks it is. Florida's really hard, you guys. I just feel like it's so saturated with corruption. I mean, I hate to say that but I just feel like it's like I don't say it's the worst it's ever been, but it does almost feel like this. They'll look back on this and be like, this is the most corrupt, the worst it was ever in Florida. It will change, but I don't think it's going to be for a little while, unfortunately. And I hate to say that because I feel like we were on the cusp of Florida changing. But I feel like, you know how Texas has kind of had these kind of things happen and the governor messed up several times and is messing up still. It's going to kind of be like that for Florida, where we already saw, the taxpayers are already going to have to pay all this money because of the stuff with Disney, and just he's going to misstep like that a lot. And I think that I've always seen some kind of scandal with him coming, and so I think it's going to pile up on him, kind of like how it has for Abbott. It's just going to take some time. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for Florida. I wish it was better news for Florida. I know Adam loves Florida, so it's there's some beautiful areas in Florida, and we won't judge Florida for their stupid governor. Oh, last question. How is Trump's health? He looks even more sweaty than usual. Is somebody emptying his diaper? Good question. Let's see about this Mr. Trumpy head. Trump. Is Trump taking a dump? Is that the question? Okay, let's see. I mean, I know he's always like just angry, mean guy, but he feels down, like diminished in I think that the lower, like, I know in some places he has big crowds, but I feel like it's definitely died down a lot than like it was before, and I think it's depressing to him. There's family stuff going on. What is this? Melania? There's some family drama going on. I feel like it's people like not speaking to other people. Like it's divided, like the family's divided. Not exactly. Maybe I'll have to do like a reading on this because I feel like the family's divided. I feel like some people aren't talking to other people. And I feel like it's very stressful. I feel like and of course it's like self-preservation. Like it's almost like everybody needs to be on the same page and we're not. And it's freaking him out. What is this? Are they like being deposed or something? I don't know if anybody knows what's going on, but yeah, I'll maybe have to revisit this and do like a full reading. But it just feels like because I feel like this is like his family. I know you're asking about Proud Boys, and so I don't feel like it's the Republicans. I feel like it's his family. So something's going on there. So, Esther, yes, okay. I think Ivanka spoke to the January 6th Commission for hours. Okay, so maybe that's what this is about. But it feels like it's freaking him out. Like this very, very stressful, and it's hurting his health. He's actually like really concerned and worried about this. And like angry, and I don't know. It just feels like it's like constantly on his mind, and he's like constant like thinking about this and thinking about it, and it's a concern because it's his family, and he's a mob boss, how he is. So it's like you don't do this to family, but it feels like they're divided. So I guess that's it. Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. Roll call. All right. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you, Connie B, Chris Wickens, Indivisible San Francisco. Yay. Carol Chandler, Pegasus, Craig Dixon, and oh gosh, is it Rose? I think I have to. I'll get you, Rose, if you're here. Put something. Say hi, and I'll make you a moderator. Thank you, moderators tonight. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody. Greeter and everybody. Okay. So let's see. Okay, Annie Simone. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mags. That's so sweet. Thank you. Annie Simone, Esther Singh, Michelle Peterson, Truth, Celtic Seer. Thank you. UB Jr., Carol Gallagher, Irene Astorga, Linda Thompson, Celtic Crone, Celtic, North Star, Linda Bishop, Craig Dixon, thanks so much. Palma Lee Stevens, Elephant Wildlife, thank you. And we do have an elephant that we adopted, Laro. That's our orphan elephant that we adopted. Patricia Franzino as Intuitive View as a group. Patricia Franzio, the Theatrical Wig. Thank you, Adam. Indivisible San Francisco. Okay, Karen Conroy. Thank you. Sandra. guys move too fast. Gosh. Okay. Mary Sutton, Sister of Six, Chat Wadsworth, Karen W., Jan Burke, Cheryl Hull, Tina Dowling, Sweetie Darling, Lulu, thank you, Taylor B., Tony Stokes, thanks, Jess R., Martha, thank you, bye, thank you. Oh, thank you, Martha. Okay. I'll have to do it later, but I will get you, Martha. Thank you so much. It's mainly for ladies' night that we need a moderator, so thank you. Rosebud Ice, Sharon Fort, BB Jet, Bonds, Tony Stokes, Perry Griffith, thank you so much. Diva369, and somebody just left another thing. Tara, thank you. Betty Harper, Mims, thank you. Frida Stinger, Butterfly Kisses Healing, Patricia Franzino, Just Peachy, Mims, let's see, Cheryl Nash, McIsaac, Tara Vincent, Rosebud Ice. Oh, okay. I'll make you, okay, I'll go back in and make you moderator and Martha, okay? Thank you, Rosebud Ice. Skyrider, thank you. Chili Dog. What else did I see? Tara Vincent, thank you. Oh gosh. Block. How do those things come on all the time? Oh, Wildlife, thank you. Thank you, Elephant Wildlife. Samilia Bankel, Be Still and Know, thank you so much. Stephanie Stanley, Mother of Three, gotcha. Taylor B. Stephanie Staley, Craig Dixon, Elephant Wildlife, Tara Vincent, thank you. Okay, okay. Just Visiting, thank you, Rita Ross, Patty Olson, North Star Connie, B again, Joni S. I know, I saw the troll. Sorry, I have to go back and thank you, Cheryl. Was it Cheryl? Cheryl Nash, McIsaac, Chad Wadsworth, Terry Renner. If I see your name twice, sorry about that. Ayakantagachi, Rosemary McDonald. Thank you, guys. I will report it. Thanks. Sunny Intuition, thank you so much. Let's see if there's anybody I forgot. Dan Artist Painter, thank you. Pat Gideon, Karen W. Thank you. Rebecca Rios, Karen Conroy, Sunny Intuition again. Alexis Finley, Prince Charming's mom. Gang's all here. Kim 7, thank you. Frida Stinger. Let's see. Okay, I think I got everybody there. All right, guys. Joni S. Craig Dixon. I think I got everybody. Deanna Scott. Did not get you. Wendy MM. Carol Lamb. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you on the next one. I will get up a video next week. I'm going to do one on the Trumps, I think, because that's kind of weird. I'm sick to death of those people, but we have to talk about it. So I'll throw in a couple other things. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Just put it in the comments, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, sorry. I missed a couple people. Just daydreaming here. Allison L. Thank you. Twaina Bernard. Tracy Ralph. Heather Campbell. Mary Phillips. Mary Fanuth. And yeah, Tracy Ralph. I think I got you. Okay. All right, guys. see you again. I'll see you next time. Join the club if you want to hang out more. Do stuff, a few different things during the month, book club and whatnot. Pamela Doss, Marby, Gangora. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.